The police's Operation Shanela is underway in Pretoria. Gauteng Police Commissioner Tommy Mthombeni is leading the operation around the Brooklyn area in Tshwane. Newzroom Afrika's Karinda Jagmohan joins us for an update. Karinda, why are these operations necessary from what the police are telling you?
Well, on the ground, it is critical. In fact, you can take a look at some of the operation here next to me, where you see vehicles being stopped as well. They're checking the roadworthiness of the vehicle too. And going forward as well, just looking at the drivers, the permits too. But let's actually just step in with the provincial commissioner who's briefing the media to speak about the spate of crimes as well. In fact, over the last 3 months, there have been a number of murders as well, over 1,000. Let's take a listen to the Lieutenant General.
Theft out of motor vehicles and motorcycles, or theft of motor vehicles, motorcycle, including the attempts. So those are the property-related stations, but in this road, of course, we know for the fact that from time to time there are hijackings, and we must just indicate that yesterday, in terms of our norm, we had suspect rating 964, suspect arrested, of which 219 is a gender-based violence. And of course, with this operation, 31 illegal immigrants, of which it includes one employer who have employed illegal persons. So behind us, there's an Audi there, of which I will say tampering with the engine or tampering with the car, because some of the body parts of the car is not the original parts of this car.
Let me ask you about yesterday. Did you have any incidents? Did the inauguration go smoothly in terms of from police side? Are you happy with everything?
No, we're quite happy. I must just indicate that yesterday, since in the early hours of the morning, we were there 3 o'clock, working closely with Metropolis, the Chief Faro, the Deputy Chief of RTMC, or National Traffic Police in Karinda. We're working side by side with Lieutenant General Mushala, who is responsible for protection and security service, and myself. So any problem which came to us, we could unlock. So we are happy the law enforcement have dealt with the presidential inauguration in ensuring that the communities are and they feel safe.
Okay, good. Provincial Commissioner, this is not necessarily the space where you might find perpetrators of violent crimes. Can you tell us about the police's capacity right now to infiltrate areas where we know there are perpetrators of violence?
Yeah, well, we know for the fact in terms of our strategy, we're having on the highways, we're having specific highways where we know frequently those crimes get committed. We are integrated with the other law enforcement. I'll say your metros, on-ramp, off-ramp. To give you an example, with the Gauteng off-ramp, you'll normally get your Johannesburg Metro Police, and within this vicinity, we know going on N1, on the highways itself, we are, of course, taking care of that. But the other thing is that we know for the fact in terms of the whole government approach, as I always say, the cabinet have approved, the whole government approach, which underpins 6 pillars, of which one of the pillars is the issue of the community stakeholder engagement, which include Business Against Crime South Africa, E2 project, of which in terms of the security industry. In this province, we're having over 206,000, of which they assist in terms of fight against crime. And over and above that, the community itself, the community patrols, as we know for the fact that we're having this, and the e-policing, the cameras within those policing precinct.
Sorry, I just have one more question.
That is, of course, the Provincial Commissioner for Gauteng, Lieutenant General Tommy Mthombeni, just speaking about the of crimes now. And of course, as we ask him about the perpetrators of violent crimes, looks to the participation of community groups as well. And something that we've been speaking about is to ensure that community groups can inform police of criminal elements in their areas to ensure there can be a turnaround in terms of that. We'll keep you more updates as well throughout the course of the day. Back to you.
Karinda in the Brooklyn area in Tshwane.